So I am still not back. I said I'll be deleting this channel, and I will still delete it, and I am still going to delete it. But because my this one I can't link to this one, I'm going back to my other channels. I didn't even post this week on other channels because of how this one actually, like, this one has just been taking my time. So, but before I delete it finally, I have some doubt to clear. As usual, when I say 10 things to note or anything, just know that before the end of the video it will be more, because sometimes people know that I'm always like a freelance talk. I talk from my head, so I get more options with time. So firstly, people know that before I say anything, right, or before I explain anything, I like to relate it to Nigeria, because I feel like, because when I opened this channel, my target audience were Nigerians, that okay, you were explaining it and everything, to use Nigerian situation so that everybody can understand. So now before we dive right into it, so why I'm using this side of the phone, you know that I've been using the place of the window blind. So why I'm using this side now is because see people's boyfriend has on generator. If people are know there's light, oh I just pity the owner inside this one that this is expensive. It don't on generator, and I don't know why the generator is making sound. So I decided to make this one. So according to some of the messages or comments I've been getting since yesterday, one that actually really touched me, I'll just be saying it and then be analyzing things you don't know and you should know, was one telling me that since you have this link, why don't you travel out? Why are you in Nigeria? First of all, in fact all of you thought I was in UK even without opening my mouth, and that's because look at my house now. It gave you that vibe of this girl, she did UK. Can you, anyone of you, come and screenshot or screen record one place in my video that I said, I'm in UK, or come over to the UK? Where? It was because people started assuming, and I was feeling that, you know, these people, they assume. I came outside to make how many minutes video to tell people, say I know they, and some of you, if you listen to my videos very well, I used to talk like us in Nigeria, like not in Nigeria. I used to do something that, you know, this girl she did, but because of the way I flow easily, the way you feel like this girl she did UK. Okay, I came outside to debunk the news. Then so to that person that say if you have the link, why to travel? Look at where I stay, guys. I stay in an estate. If you guys watch my video about when I was talking about stop sounding professional in your CV, that nobody does that. I stay in an estate in Nigeria with over 200 flats. I am the only single girl. I want you people to be understanding one English. Because it's like people don't understand. I don't know, maybe what is causing this misconception, because some of you might check me out on my Instagram or my Facebook, you'll be like, okay, I just opened it, maybe March, I'll be February, I'll be January, you'll be like, okay, you know everything. Type Ashdemis Empire on Instagram. I have another page that I have over 4,000 followers and everything. That page is on padlock. Some of you have been sending requests. I'm not going to accept that because I feel like I don't want you to know that part of myself. So maybe if I've accepted it, and maybe some of you have said, you'll be like, you know that I've always been an advocate of you can succeed anywhere you are, regardless of Nigeria or anywhere. I've always been that advocate. I have always, but when I post it, somebody will say, hey, it's like you have to travel out to make it. Abroad is not for everybody. It's not everybody that can cope abroad. I've been there for like 4 years. I did not cope. Even when I was there, every of my mates, they were inside school staying. Me, I was staying outside the campus. In 1 month, I pay 100 and something thousand, 120,000 every month. If you don't believe, check my lifestyle channel. You will see my apartments there. One colorful room like that, you'll be seeing your bed there. You'll be looking at your kitchen, everything. That's what I was paying 120,000 for in a month. So multiply 120,000 times 12 in a year. Then times 4 years, is it for 3 years that I was in Russia? Do you know how much that is? Aside my school fees, aside the transport, I mean, I have OCD. I don't enter public transport. You never see me, unless if you see me enter public transport, I wanted to do video about that. I don't enter public transport. So I'm always taking, there was Martin in Crimea. I'm always taking Martin to school. And it's always like 100 rupees. My school is not so far from my house. But you know that I was just shopping the life of my head. So multiply 100 rupees times 16. I remember then when I was staying in the apartment, Best thing that people will see this one. That's how they used to do. They'll come and be renting an apartment. Don't worry, give her too much. You cannot afford it. Give her TV much. You can. I stayed good 3 or 4 years in Russia, paying my rent myself without anything. So when the person said, if you have this link, you would have traveled out. As I was saying, look at my house. At least you can just see a glimpse through, a big glimpse through. And if you follow my lifestyle video, before I moved there was another house that I was staying, a mansion, a 5-bedroom flat, 5-bedroom mansion that I was staying. If I'm able to get this thing, why this thing, I will see you can see the name, you can see like like you get. So there's 200 flats in my house. If you watch my video, you're talking about stop sounding professional and everything. I am the only single person in this house. This is in my state there. To rent ordinary self-contained, she must self-contained. You have to bring your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your grandsister, your everybody to come and do guarantor for you. I got this place without a guarantor. I keep saying it in my video. If you watch my full video, I keep saying it every single time. And that's why I say I have never been to UK. I have never been to any of these countries. What? There are some things that you do in your country, or there are some methods you've actually applied in real life that if the thing can work for you in Nigeria, it will work more than that outside the country. I am the only single person in my house. Everybody is married. So that means maybe she came shankolo like this. You see me. It's like some people don't know I look. Like even when I wear wig, you feel like I have very, very small stature. If you see me, feel like this girl, almost 16 years old. I don't pass like this, so I don't pass like this. I am staying in a house that married people with children, with kids are living. Some of these people are bankers. Some of them have their normal office work. Some of them, and me, I am here. We are paying the same rent in the same house. Aside the rent, you know how much is our service charge? You could know that there's always light. Aside this, now cause there is sometimes I think they use different light. Unless when you sleep off, if you guys notice. And another thing is, I don't use microphone. Because I know that's one of the reasons I moved there. So I stay alone in a very comfortable estate in Nigeria. Not just estate, though. GRA estate. Since you can't wake up one day and not see water and not see this thing. In this house, generator is not allowed. I just have one room. My generator is just there. I have drum of water that I bought from my country. Everything is just there. We are not allowed to use it because it is different. That's just to give you like a full glimpse of the type of comfort I am in Nigeria. Number 2 thing that you don't know about me, it's not going to be about me, but just to answer some of you that say, since you feel like this thing is you, why don't you go? If some of you check, another thing is, when you watch videos of a type of people that should not live outside Nigeria, that should not go on this route, if you watch the video, I'll tell you like one of those set of people is people that things actually irritate. I am just like this. You cannot come to my house and wear your slippers inside my house. And if I tell you that off your slippers and you try to argue with me, I don't know if you met somebody with OCD. I like everything to be neat. So I think that type of work is not for me. Things irritate me a lot, so much. Like I have OCD. I know that one about me. Then another thing that I feel like people do not know is I am actually a medical student. But I used to say I'm a medical student dropout. I used to say it in my videos. I used to say I'm a dropper. When I tell people I'm actually a dropout from Russia, people say dropout. Not be all dropout, be dropout. I left Russia to Nigeria to come and set up a multi-million supermarket. If I'm able to like access my iCloud and this thing, you will see the picture. Or if you don't see it, go to my lifestyle channel, go and see the supermarket. So come and establish a supermarket in Nigeria. How will I say I'm a dropout? I left Russia with money, came to Nigeria to come and set up business, and not just business in an Igbo, in the western side. I went to an Igbo state, Abakaliki. I have never been there. I don't know how it looks like, but I just came from Russia. I went to Abuja, from Abuja to Asaba. Took this thing, no, not public transport. I booked driver that took me to Abakaliki. Stayed in the hotel for apartment and set up. Like, there's one playlist there that was saying my supermarket journey. I set up a business there. So when you want to abuse me, you see this guy is a dropout, is a Disney. A meeting of a while, I left Russia and came back and this thing. And that's because I have seen some things about the future. Now I want to ask you this thing now. Imagine if I was still in Russia, right? I'll be in my 50th year in my Russia, right? So currently now, what is happening in Russia? Oh my goodness. When I do not know anything, what is currently happening in Russia? I am not laughing at anybody or anything, but then when I heard the news, the first thing that comes to my head as a normal human being, is thank God. In that 4 years, after the supermarket thing happened, it crashed, and all these Nigerians said they were just trying to listen. I was like, okay, let me just go back. And then when I wanted to go back, I was like, okay, I don't want to go to Russia again, because I was in Crimea State University, and somehow, because that Crimea State University is that one that Russia was dragging with Ukraine. That's the state that I was like, normally there's so many sanctions here, you can't use Western Union, you can't use this one, you can't. So I was like, okay, let me move to Ukraine. When I was planning to move to Ukraine, I had 4 million naira in my account. 4 million. When I removed my school fees and then house rent for like maybe 6 or 7 months, I know that I'm booked. Then I asked myself this question: when you spend this 4 million, who is going to be sending you money? What if who's going to be sending you? Because I told you, if it was about to travel out, I would have gone, and I keep saying it in my videos. So many people have different definition. I want to travel out by force, I want to jump out. Everybody has different definition of that. Some people, they don't mind to travel out and go and be squatting with somebody, they don't mind. But like I said, I have OCD. I know that if I'll be staying outside the country, if some of you follow, just stay subscribed on my lifestyle channel, because there are some things that I've not posted. There's a time that I able to rent hotel in Nigeria. There are some great hotels I know they go again. Anything less than 20k, I don't even used to bother to go to the hotel. I start from 25k upwards because I have OCD. And when I'm going to the hotel, I know even the look room with nothing concern. I go directly to the toilet to go and check if it has all those black stains. The thing used to irritate me. There is some of my video that is still on private that I've not made public. You will see the hotel, 25k per night in Lagos, Ikeja. It was beside you. Will receive your. People supposed to know that I took big to the lie give you. I stayed there for just 2 weeks. 25 times 4. 25 times 4. That's somebody's visa processing. So there are different people's this thing. So I did not go to Ukraine. I calculated that. I was like, okay, let me just stay in Nigeria and everything. I think I was trying to contemplate if I should just go for this medicine. Then I tried to make my research. I was like, medicine, all these people that you know and everything. Now my mates are in Russia or Ukraine, they are in their 50th year. If you're in Ukraine and you're in your 50th year, obviously there is no school that can actually accept their certificate. No school, so possibly the money you spend from first year to your 50th year, but then I see that the schools are doing online this thing. If you're in Russia and you're in Crimea, just so that your certificate go working already. Then if you are now in normal this thing in Russia, almost all the countries, all the organizations, they are not in terms, all of them have withdrawn. Even YouTube withdrew from Russia. So imagine if I was still staying in Russia till my 50th year. Imagine if I had to spend, even before I left Russia, I had up to 10 million naira in my account. Then I used to post it very well. When I save money per year, I used to post it very well on that my old channel, that my old page, and that's why I padlock it. There are some things that I don't want people to get to know about me unless when I come out to say it on YouTube. Yeah, I had close to 10 million naira in my account. So just imagine I said no, by fire by force, I want to stay in Russia, and I spent that 10 million naira, and then more hang is 50 year. By that time, of course I will not have a work, I will not have developed anything and everything. So then what happens to me? Do you guys not understand? And I see it in my video. I've had people, some people in Nigeria, they'll be doing very well. They'll sell all their things just for them to relocate outside the country. I don't have any issue with that. As long as you've made your employees and you've crossed your high, you cross your D, and you feel like to go outside here that is easy for you, okay, bye. But as for me and my household, so instead of now taking that 4 million naira to go outside the country, when you relocate, maybe you have 3 point something, and then you have like £100 with you to look for bank, and then all this their morning work, you go and work, you work hours and this thing. I am not that type of person. Me look at that look. So my genital working hours, and because of course I'm undergraduate, so I have to be doing all this. I tag them dirty work somehow. All this doing maybe you know those work now they have to do. I am not that type of person to go and be doing all those hustling work, packing this thing. I am not saying people that do it that they do not. There's always dignity in labor, but everybody has preference. There are things that people can do. There are things they cannot do. There are some people. That's why I said in my videos, this route is not for everybody. There's some people that they prefer to sit down, talk, or be in the office inside AC like I am now to make their money. There's some people that they prefer to use their hand to us, and that's why I said in that video that I trust an average Nigerian, that nobody is lazy. But there's some people that cannot do this work. Not everybody that can do manual work. I cannot. To take and clean my own house, it used to take me like 2 days. I should not be working for someone. Somebody will say you have to work per hour. If I give you £12, I cannot do that life. It's not everybody that abroad is meant for. So I carry my money now. I kept on used to rent comfortable house in Nigeria that I have access to light, access to security, access to everything. If you know people that stay in this city, they are very top people. Even our house going, you know, get our estate. This it doesn't have where, because look at CPLC, look at this. I don't want to mention the name of those dignitaries so that people will not guess where I am. Before one armed robber will think of, I want to come and rob here. That means you have to borrow this. You use juju, you use shongo, you use opata, just wear everything for them to even come and rob here. So now the thing is, either you stay in Nigeria or stay in a normal place, or stay in Nigeria and live in a comfortable place. I keep telling people this. Look at where I stay in my house. If I am outside the country, and because I don't have a PSC yet, I'm not sure I can be living in this type of house. Do you know how many rooms that is in this house? Do you know how many? Have you seen my kitchen? Have you seen my balcony? Have you seen that for this house? Guys, I have 2 AC, one in my room and one in my parlor, one in the room. 2 AC money, 1.5 horsepower. Then I say stay subscribed on that channel, because I'll posting videos for you to see. 2 AC money. Look at my dining now. I stay alone. I don't collect visitor. So in this house, in this entire house, everybody are married. I am the only single person. So I'm living the life of my head as a single person, and that's what some people are living. Married. That's what some people are living with family. That's what some people are living. So later on me, make my look father, husband, kids, everything. Me, I'm living there alone. You're not telling me that you have the link. Let me travel out to where? To where exactly? Can I live comfortable in my house like this? Can I wake up anytime I like without going to work like this? Some of you say, okay, I talk to it. That's because I have too much time in my head, time to do research. If time was, and you know that abroad, time is money for them. If you have anybody abroad, just come forward, Have you ever called somebody abroad for like 5 or 10 minutes, right? And the person did not say, I beg, I will call you back. In Nigeria, what was the most hardest work? Okay, the most hardest work should be banking, right? Banking, because your gamma share. Somebody can leave their stand or banking stand for 3 good hours. I gotta do something else inside corner. You get inside corner that the guy will say, where is this girl? She's coming. I just do. In Nigeria, whether you leave, you not come to work, which depends if it's not private too. Even if it's private, depending on the relationship you have with your DC. Even if you don't come to work, even if you say, ma'am, please, I'm sick for 2 days, even if you still collect your salary at the end of the month. But you cannot do this one abroad. When you're coming in the morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you are doing your thumbprints. When you're exiting, you are doing your thumbprint. Sometimes if you come 5 minutes late to work, 5 minutes is too much. Even if it's 8.01 on top that work, like you came late, or maybe you did not fully stand up, or maybe the boss, when you were saying oh wow, there's no oh wow in this, I'm just saying, maybe you're just like say boss drop in now, okay, mistake, just move forward small, and then 1 minute just cover that 8 o'clock, and you key in that you are here, they will deduct 15 minutes from your salary. If I'm lying, ask anybody you know in UK, ask anybody. But then in Nigeria, you can get to work 8:30, get to work 8 o'clock, but then if it's not this thing, you say Chela, if you see a Chela jump this one, if you see a Chela do this one, if you see a Chebi, you go stay in Nigeria now. Sometimes you want to go to an office to go and submit a document, to go and do this, you go stay in Nigeria, and then you go early in the morning, and then they will say, where is the person? In fact, sometimes the Oga would have resumed. Receptionist never resumed. If I'm lying, you should be saying it now. You should be saying it. It's not be as if I'm talking to myself. You've not seen a situation whereby you want to go and do something in an office in Nigeria, and then you will say to your guy, where's the person I'm talking to? You say, okay, she's not, she's coming in the next 5 minutes. She's coming next to me. If they happen now, go to an office in Nigeria 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is the official resuming time, but people never resume 8 o'clock. Some people never resume 9 o'clock. Some people never resume. So depending on the organization, depending on this thing. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So we have that freedom in Nigeria. But outside the country, you have to be responsible for everything you do. Whether you miss work, whether you can be sick for like 5 days and still get somebody to cover up for you. So one thing, you still collect your money, same money. You cannot decide to tip the person. But you cannot be sick for, okay, they have normal 28 days paid leave. Okay, you can take down. Besides that, life cannot just happen to you within this and just say, I want to be sick, or I want to be sick. My day, you are losing money like that. You are looking in Nigeria. That's why I made example. Okay, I've not posted the video. There are so many people. I don't want to talk. My parents are civil servants. In it, my mom is a civil servant. From that civil servant, that's when she started her masters. That's when she started her PhD. Ask around. There are so many people doing civil servant work. They go to school, learn Nuche, they go to this, learn Nuche, and they still collect their salary. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? But I'm not saying you cannot do this one abroad, but when you are doing it abroad, once you are removing some time off to work, it's your money you are removing to work. It is your money. But in Nigeria, you can be doing your work and be doing online course and be doing this one, you are still focusing. In Nigeria, you can be doing your work and still be pressing phone as long as you are creative. But things about this health, this thing, they want you to open your eyes like this and focus on them. And focus on them. You see, there was these boys that became popular that they were dancing while they were doing their job and everything, and then well, like, why will you be doing this thing and be dancing? If it's on this thing abroad, people will say no, it's part of policy. See, Nigeria is a free zone. It's a free zone that anything goes. Just be legal. So you now feel like I will leave this my fine apartment, this my fine house. Just look at it now. I've never done house tour. This my fine house in an estate. And I say that there is something that is doing my head. I want to relocate abroad to go and be packing snow, to go and packing shit, to go and packing all those things. Do you now understand the essence of my story? Abroad is not for everybody. If you feel like you're a career person, I have a video that I said careers that can't survive in Nigeria. The video is still on private. I never post them. It is not all careers that can survive in Nigeria. If every career can survive in Nigeria or this thing, almost 99.9% of our celebrities, why they never relocate abroad? So imagine somebody, a celebrity coming now and apply to this website, they do travel and everything. You now say, you where you get it, why you no travel? You cannot tell a celebrity, a Nigerian celebrity to relocate from Nigeria because our work base is in Nigeria. Our target audience is in Nigeria. Should not be there in UK, I be abroad. They make videos or this thing. And another thing is, I have run a food channel. I tell you, say I don't stay abroad before. I know how much this food costs. There's no how I can be productive with my food channel when these things are very expensive. I can't buy one small cayenne pepper for how much? It is not possible. And then buying for how much? I still have to do my normal work. I cannot relocate outside the country and be jobless without going out. Either I am doing work visa or I am this thing. I cannot sit down at home like, see, look at me. Like I told you, I've not been out of this house for the past how many months. You know, if I come outside, that means I went to throw dustbin. The only time I know that I came outside that I trek up to 2 minutes was when I went to throw dustbin outside again. And that's because, I don't know, I think the cleaners, they moved the dustbin for me. I think they washed it. So when I came, I don't even know. And checked it. I was like, God, I don't plan this waka. And I had to go and throw it outside the gate. I'm always in my house. Can anybody outside the country stay like this in your house? You wake up to food, wake up to this, sleep as you like, do as you like, and then you are seeing any money. Whether you are a YouTuber or not, you have to be doing something in that country. Either you are working as a care assistant, or either you are on work visa or you are a student visa. You cannot just say, I want to relocate to UK, I want to be doing YouTube. Possible. Though there are indigenous that actually do it, but as a foreigner, you leave your country to come and say you want to balance and everything. It is not possible. So I hope that answers your question that you say, if I have this link, if you're sure, let me travel out. Abroad is not for everybody. And even when you had the assumptions, it was me that came outside to tell you that I am not in Nigeria. And that is just to encourage you that you can make money from anywhere. I have never been to these countries, but I am here teaching people how to migrate to these countries. Something I've never filled this form before. But I will sit down and analyze it, teaching you people. I have some videos that I'm coming up, but that was it. I told you I'm teaching this time. Number one of it is how to what's that word? Number one is understanding UK transport system. Number one, understanding UK transport system. Some of you, there are so many things you need to know about UK transport system, because most of you will not even have anybody in the UK. You have to do things on your own. I wanted to do that video. Number two is understanding UK housing plan. Like, you know, in Nigeria, we are used to one bedroom, self-plan and everything. Yeah, you hear condo, you hear this one, you have this one. So different people that are moving as a single, as a student, or as this thing, there are some houses that you should take just from maybe 1 month or 2 months just to gather yourself. There are some that you should take as a student. We talk about shared apartments. They don't have shared apartments in Nigeria, except if you are going for a short rentals, but they have it there. So there are so many different types of apartments in UK that you will not understand. I said I will do the video. And that one was, I got a question when somebody was asking me, is it possible to move, take their domestic staff? Like, is it possible for somebody to actually take their domestic staff outside Nigeria? And you people know that I take you people close to my heart like this. If you ask me anything that is not on my channel, when I say that, just like that work visa thing, now one person asked for it, one person, and immediately I went to do my research. I posted the video. Most of the video, if somebody, just one person asks, I'll not even wait till the next person. If I say that it's either I reply the person, or when I see that it's a general thing, I'll go and make my research, make the video. That's how you people are to me. Somebody asked that, can I do a video on how to take your domestic staff outside the country? And if most of you know, if you're familiar with UK, and that's why I said that abroad is not for everybody. When you're abroad, there's no how you can hire domestic staff. Yes, you can, but it's very expensive. So somebody asked me, is there a way they can take their domestic staff from Nigeria to this thing? Do you know that there's a way you can take your domestic staff? I've made the research, I've done everything. I just want to finalize to be sure. You know that I never do it before. So that misinformation website they give you guys, it has to be certain. So, and some of you that you are going to be on this work visa or this thing, there's a way you can take your domestic staff along. That's why I say, don't come and tell you people. But as soon as I don't say this girl, you talk too much here, go to the embassy. I can ask them how to do it yourself. Or can you go to their website, go and be reading their English. But I will now come back and come and be telling you, okay, you want to take your domestic. So, if you don't have a child or a baby, you will not understand how it is having an assistant. So when you get outside the country, you will understand. And in Nigeria, we have access to it. So in that type of system, you know, that I should leave my house. House, you can call somebody and say, I am this thing, pay how much, I should now go. You can go and pay 12 pounds. If you call ordinary plumber to your house to come help you to check what jam basin, whether the plumber came on and just stay with the zinc like this, the amount of time you used to stay like this until when it goes, that is when they will charge you for that hour. And in Nigeria, some people will be using 3 days to do work. Now waiting you negotiate to go still pay. But people you say, please come help me to fix this dining. And person come and say, if I'm those work, I'll for the first place be using top. Immediately enter your house, it's time keeps waiting. Whether you did it or whether you did not did it or you will still pay. But in Nigeria, you call somebody to come out, they'll first come, they'll come and give you quotation. They'll come and give you this. If it did not work, oh yeah, you should be good. But abroad, it's not full of time. They did not tell you that one. You now say I should leave my house, my comfortable house, my estate that 199 people are living their dream house as maybe in their age or their time. I'm living that one in my teen age. You now say let me sell my things and relocate tonight. Just prove to you that I have link or I have points. You did not see that. Some of you might say that I am proud. Please, yes, I am proud. I am proud, very, very proud. Do am if it easy. I am staying here with married people that has kids. I mean, I don't have kids. I don't have roommates. I don't have anybody. Pay my rent myself from my pocket with my hustle in Nigeria, doing legal things. And I say, if you know you have this, why don't you travel out? Abroad is not for everybody. I've been outside the country, and if people check YouTube, there are so many people that have left UK, Canada, back to Nigeria. There are so many people. Not everybody can cope abroad. When I was outside the country, my water bill, because I have OCD, I can wash hand. See, maybe people will still see it. I can wash hand like 1 million times in a day. 1 million times I can wash hand. If I wash cup now, enter inside, let me come and use to drink water. I have to wash it again. If my landlord in Russia used to ask me that, am I accommodating somebody? Why is my bill so high? Before, the bill was with my rent. When I started using water, I don't really have business with that. I even offline. But you see that water, I dey use am steady. If you watch my oldest videos on my full channel, my oldest video, my first videos, you will see how long time it took me to watch ordinary vegetable leaf. I used to take my time. I don't even care if I'm paying bills or not. I dey use water well. So I know my type of person. I will not say something I enter into my head. I want to pack out of Nigeria. I'm gonna say, you people say. The fact that somebody decided to stay in Nigeria does not mean that she doesn't want to go. If abroad was my problem, I would have left since last year. So when I tell you, I say I didn't go because of money. I didn't go because of money means that I don't have excess money to live that life of my dream. I cannot live outside the country, this Nigeria, go outside the country and go and be sharing an apartment. Only possible. I cannot even share space. I cannot even share entrance. I cannot leave Nigeria to come and be staying this way. And as a rule of thumb, even embassies they do is that if you are living in Nigeria, you have at least 8 months of your rent or survival in your pocket. Despite that they know you are going to be working 20 hours, so they say request you to have 8 months in your pocket. I mean, when I feel like I'm going to pack this money, I have to also before I get another one. I'm not that type of person. I cannot pack snow. I cannot wash plate abroad. I cannot. It's not everybody that can do this thing. Let's say. And I said to stay, and then you not feel like, you don't have the link. Assuming I'm making videos from a place that is not comfortable, maybe one greenhouse, one that house, you can say, you have the link, why need to travel? But I am staying in a very, very comfortable place. Extremely comfortable. If I mention where I stay, in Nigeria, most of you know the place. You'll be, this gay! My service charge alone. Oh, cleaning security and what? My service charge alone is somebody 1 year rent. In fact, depending on the area, is somebody 2 year rent. Yes, I've stayed in a community house before. The amount I was staying in a community house in a random month is not even up to how much I paid as a service charge. So I just say house rent or service charge last one. Not to now talk about the bills. I don't know if I'll be seeing it, I'll be attaching it. My current this is that I load my pita. I load 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira, and NEPA actually charges us high kilowatts because we stay in a GRO. We have our transformer to ourselves. We know all those benefits. Do you know what to be 80 kilowatts per unit? That's why people used to see me to start up. I took out of AC. 80. I currently have on. And even, do you know, funny enough, when you come outside this estate, you see people with fine cars and everything. If people watch my videos very well, when this boyfriend no one generator, you will be hearing pim. If you know the sound of NEPA meter, you'll be hearing pim of many people's meter saying flash. So some people are even married, some people are even here, they cannot still afford it. I am not trying to compare status or anything. I just want people to know the difference. Get money at all, and then I am living single. Even when I told when I wanted, because you can't recharge yourself, you have to pay money to an account for them to recharge you. I don't know how they connected each other. Even when I told the guy that I want to recharge 100, he was like, because he knows that other people here they used to recharge small and everything. But me once I just say I beg, I don't be they do one take 100 at least. I know that even for the next 5 or 6 months, I know that to get lights. 100 at once. That's somebody's word. So can you now see? Not be everybody where they stay for Nigeria they suffer. So I decided to stay is because I enjoy the comfort that I get, because I am in a very, very comfortable and very, very serene place. So when I tell you do this one or do this one, if I'm outside the country, I might not have opened this YouTube YouTube channel because I will not have time to be making this video. And that is why most of, at least 97%, or even 90% of the information I give you on this channel, you cannot find it on any channel. Even some of these people abroad, they don't even have this. Go and ask some of your favorite this thing. Let them tell you how to bring your domestic staff from Nigeria abroad. Go and ask them. But me, I sat down, I took the website like this, like full-time course. I was like, okay. And you know, funny enough, if you've ever been to gov.uk website or any embassy website, you know that you will be on your own. No, you'll be on your own. You'll be reading. When you get to one place, they will say, if you know that, they'll put another blue something. When you click it, it will take you to another page again. When you enter, when you are reading again, you click it will take you to another page again. You egg ban. If I'm lying, go on gov.uk, go and read something. Just even if it's student visa, just type it there. In their word, they will still put one that will have one blue this thing. When you click the blue, it will take you somewhere. When you take that one that I take you still be reading. Okay, this you say okay. If you see another blue, it will take you to another website again. So do you now see that it's not about who sabi English? It is somebody that understands the scope. So when I take my time, sit down to read this thing on their website, digest it. After clicking, it kept taking me to somewhere else. I was like, wait, now what? So the thing will not be like, why can't you people just write all these things in one page? Why can't you put all this information in one page? I'll read like 5 lines. You put blue tick, a big blue this thing. I'll click it, you take me to another page. After getting to that, I'll read again. It will have blue tick, you take me to another page. You people should write everything. Inside one, you know, in Nigeria, when you are reading something, at least you know you are reading program. Okay, this is how it is. It's direct. So that it will be easy. That's why it's not easy for me to like make screenshots. You people notice that I used to write because all this information is not in one page. It's not. As mean it's in one page. Aside all those short information, you can just take screenshots and just come and say, okay, in UK you have to be just be reading from your phone to them. But by the time I read to one place and then the next information, I have to click this button to take me to another page. How will I do screenshots? Even when you just so after the thing take you to another page, you have to now come back again to that first page. If I'm lying, go on gov.uk or any website that you know. Just type study visa, ordinary study visa, just type it in. Then you'll be seeing all those blue ink. So after the thing I'll take you all over the website, you now have to come back again to the first page. Sometimes you will be in the middle. It will take you to the middle of the page, right? When you now feel like, okay, you're reading it again, the thing will take you back to the first page again. After the first page, it will take you back to another page. You should stay in one place. You cannot know how very confusing it is. So for somebody that has never ever experienced this thing, sitting down, making research, I should have one book here. Let me show you. If you are familiar with this book, even when I was praying for JAM, I did not use up to this. Even when I was praying for JAM, I don't use this one. Even when I was praying for JAM, my other channel, food channel or this thing, whatever I want to do it, I'll just read it and then come and freestyle for you people. She people see. She una they see. And then this one is another one that if you notice, I just started using this one. Look at it, it's not even up to how many this thing yet. I started using. She see. Then look at from the back. Sometimes I've not even finished one project, but then someone will come up again. See, this one just came to my head that some people used to make mistake of surname versus last name versus middle name. So you see, that's why I did not continue the main page. I just wrote it at the back that I was coming to talk to you guys about difference between surname, middle name, last name, first name, other names, given names, and then some people that they used to shorten their name. Some people they bear Oluwatobi Loba. In one document they will be bearing Oluwatobi. In another one they will be bearing Tobi Loba. In another one they will join everything together. Like they are different names. Also my bearing Tochuku. In one document they will write Chuku. In another one they write Tochuku. They are different names. The thing just came to my head that people will be doing this mistake in visa application form and it could be a reason for denial. So you see that now why I just write it for the back like this. You see this one. So this one, their topic that is very short to the point that this thing. That's how much length I go trying to make content for you guys. And then when I now come to them and say, hey, you can't continue. Even when I was in this topic, of course, to be sure, all this topic that I've said, do you see anyone on YouTube? Just type it now. If you see anyone, come. Do you see anyone on YouTube? So there's a different thing when your topic is existing on YouTube. Easy for you to go there, copy the person, and then find more and just expansion and come and tell. It's a different thing than when you are the only person. I have never been to UK or any of this country, but now day in Nigeria, I was able to crack open the equivalence of MVQ in UK. I know they're not seen, I know they're anything for UK. I was able to crack open the equivalence of MVQ. Things that your people will be saying, you people saw this thing, if you watched that my video on UK suspended Nigeria. I shared you a chat of a UK nurse that I know for over 5 years. I asked him what mean equivalence. He said no. He said there's no equivalence. I sat down with this thing. I showed you guys. I sat down with this thing. How many days? Even God will not write down. I sat there. I kept writing it one by. So you see, I did for all the levels, from level 1 to level 8 to level 6, from all the levels. I did it. Sat down with it, and I was able to get the equivalence in Nigeria. And then you now come and tell me that when you have to inquire to travel, if I travel, you think I will have this time in my hands to just come and be unraveling this thing when I'm supposed to be working 13 hours, 13 pounds per hour? You think so? You think so? Oh my days. Okay. So hope I've answered your question. Why I did not travel out, even if I have money, right? But this one does not allow that. If I want to travel out, I will not. So when I tell you, when I actually come out to actually tell you that I am in Nigeria, I did not travel and everything that. When I tell you that I did not travel because of money, I did not travel because of money does not mean I don't have 3 million in my account. It does not mean maybe I don't have like 4 million. It doesn't mean maybe I don't like 5 million. I don't travel because of money. To me, the money that will be okay to my standard abroad. That's what I'm saying. It does not mean that I did not have colourable money inside my account. If it was to travel out, I would have gone since. But I cannot be enjoying all these losses that I am. See now, the AC has been on since. So if I try this one abroad, you know how much I'm paying. But at least there is no, you know how much I'm paying. You know. Anyways.